It's raining out today. The sun was out earlier. It was beautiful out. But now it's still good, even though it's raining. Most High is doing his work. But in the meantime, while I'm inside, I'm going to go ahead and share today about addiction, food addiction. My food addiction that I've had over some years back then was not a good thing for me. I enjoyed sugar. That was my food addiction, but I didn't realize that was my food addiction until much later on in my life. When I started having health issues after my children, when I started getting skin rashes and started having other health issues along the way that I could not seem to get rid of. So my addiction to sugar was with chocolate chip cookies and Oreo cookies. I love the chocolate. That's what I love. I still do. But I got choices with the choices I make with the chocolate. I'll probably buy my own chocolate and make my own cookies. If I was to go pick up something, it'll be from one particular store that I know that is a better choice for me. If I want a treat or something like that, I am doing way much better than I used to. I used to eat a whole big pack to myself. I would not share with my kids. If I did, I gave them 1 or 2 cookies and I would indulge. That was my time. But that is not a good thing to do, to indulge. That's called gluttony. Gluttony is a deadly sin. And so is pride. And pride came into my life along right behind that, especially when others was telling me that this was becoming a health issue. And I didn't listen. It just went in one ear and out the other, just like how most of us tend to do when someone is letting us know that something is harming us. So anyway, my children start having health issues as well, especially with dairy, because we love to eat ice cream. And my favorite, as you know it, I said chocolate, with chocolate fudge ice cream and added cookies in there as well. I gave myself a double whammy. And so I couldn't bear after that. The illnesses piled up on, even with my children. So for my skin issues, the doctors had a difficult time identifying what my real issue really was and how I can battle them. But yet they gave me ointments and stuff to help the outer layer of my issues. But the inner part was not getting the help that it needed. I had major inflammation going on that I felt that I couldn't, if I sweated, it would irritate me so bad that I couldn't even put my arms down or wear anything that would cling onto my skin. So how I overcame that, I did an elimination diet. The elimination diet works well. The elimination diet can be done from 4 to 6 weeks, the least, depending on you. But within 2 weeks or so, my skin started clearing up. Within 1 week, my kids' skin started clearing up. We started tossing, after we saw the results, we started tossing out the, men's interventions, the medications that wasn't really working for us. And the ingredients that was in it anyway were ingredients that is more harmful to you than good. So anyway, I started turning to natural remedies and also drinking teas. So you can put natural things on your skin and use herbs and roots and stuff to brew as tea and drink and make body lotion and stuff out of them too, or your own natural oils, and use on your skin naturally and cleanse your keep your skin moist and clean, and to cleanse your skin internally. But the one issue, that downfall could be, although there are many temptations, we got people that can tempt you, your children. For one, when you're trying to make a change, they're used to one way, and they can be a little bit of a struggle, but we have to stay strong, and we are the parent, and we are raising them, we are training them, so we can't let our kids run over us and and overrule. And they will learn that way eventually, just like we have to train ourselves and be disciplined in that, so that way we can be healthier and have less illnesses in our lives. And family members, we need family members who's going to support you as well. Okay, that's another. But they can't continue to support you if you're going to keep failing. We're going to struggle a bit. We're going to have temptations along the way, so a couple of slips and falls. But we need to be cautious of that and be aware of our issues and help ourselves. Okay, they're there just to encourage us a bit, and also at the same time, encouragement also means not to allow them to put food and stuff in your face that they know that you're trying to help yourself get away from, or reduce. You're trying to make better choices in your life. We need people who love us and care about us, who won't do such things such as that, and that is encouraging. That's what's encouraging. And I'm so happy to say that my mom is one of my best people in my life right now that is helping, encouraging. We tempt each other occasionally sometimes, but we do our best to remind ourselves, oh yeah, we shouldn't have that, blah, blah, blah. Let's do this instead. Or, hey, how about I cook up this, instead of us ordering a pizza. Love to eat what we have at home instead and make our own. So that said, the other downfall to this, even while you have encouraging people in your life, you have the whole thing has to do with yourself. So if you don't deal with yourself in this, you can't rely on everyone else and everything else to do the work for you. You have to be able to do this yourself. No one can take care of your body. You live in your own body, and you are the one that has to suffer the consequences of the things that happen to your body according to what you choose to do to it. So the Most High in the scripture tells us to deny yourself, die to self, and doesn't mean that literally means gluttony is sin. Okay, it covers a wide range of sin. Okay, but it's referring to the things that's not of Him. The things that are not of Him are sin. Is sin. Although we are not perfect, and He knows that, we are able to be obedient and follow His commands. We are able to. We're going to struggle, but that's the reason why we need the Messiah to help us along the way, to help us to become stronger and be able to overcome our sins. So we are able to do that through Him, okay, who strengthens in us. So we need to remember that and not use the excuse that we're all human and blah, 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 so forth and so on. No one can do this and do that. Actually, if you believe in the word, you know that you can, but you have to do the work as well. Yes, believing is not just mentally believing, and just like our kids will believe, start to believe in the things that we do as they're growing up. They see what you do, even when you're not telling them what to do, and they will mimic what you do. They go behind you and do what they see. Kids do what they see because they see it and they believe, like, oh, okay, well, they're doing this, doing that. Okay, well, I guess this is what we're supposed to do. They start to believe in what you're doing, so they do it too. They believe that they should do it, and they follow it. Same thing with us. We say we believe in the word, we shall follow it. We shall do it. Okay, so don't let anyone tell you any different. They just believe and do whatever else you want. Also, gluttony is a sin, all right? And along with gluttony comes pride, okay? Especially when someone is pointing out the dirt on your face, all right? We can't just say, oh, no, you just saying that. But we need to help each other, all right? The scripture tells us that about that the Messiah did not do away with the law, and the law, which are the commandments, teachings, and instructions of the Most High, or the prophets. Okay, He did not do away of that was prophesied beforehand, but He came to fulfill. And He also says that anyone, referring to anyone after the teaching of the Messiah, not at the time of while He was living, but anyone that He was teaching. Because He also, after He taught His disciples the instructions, He also told them to go out and make disciples as well. So that was the duty of them from that time and on, and it's supposed to spread and continue even after the Messiah had passed away. It never been done away in scriptures, okay? And the food laws are part of that, okay? He said that anyone who teaches anyone to do likewise will be called great in the kingdom of heaven. Anyone who teaches otherwise, meaning teach anything other than what He has taught the disciples, will be called least in the kingdom of heaven. So therefore, it is our duty to practice the righteous acts, and our duty to go out and help others. We love our brothers and sisters. We need to show that we care by telling them, not be passive and stay quiet, like, oh, well, they want to eat what they want to eat. Well, we are watchmen. We're supposed to go out and warn. We do, or the blood is up on our hands. We don't want to do that. So, that said, I'm not here to preach to you or all, but this is very important. And for those who are scripture believers and who claim that they believe in the Most High above, you have to know if you really believe in Him or not. Are you going to do the works while you believing in Him? Because faith without works is dead. It's in scripture. Okay? You want to die to self. help your addictions, help your anger. Try to control your anger. We get angry, but we don't want to sin in it. We get angry, we get stressful, and then we go and buy food and binge eat. Okay, we don't want to do that. Us women are very good at doing that. We binge eat and we regret later on. We, the Spirit convicting us of what we have done, which is wrong. We have sinned. Don't fall into that continuously. You want to get yourself out and practice doing what's best for you. And also beware of the ingredients. Whatever that you choose, not all healthy things that says is a healthy version as a treat or anything like that is not. Okay, don't look for low sugar, low carbs, or nothing like that. None of that works. Okay, it's the ingredients. Look at the ingredients. All right, forget that low stuff. Okay, or none, or no fat, or whatever. Okay, you can have no fat and have all sugar, or you can have no sugar and have all that salt. You can have neither of those and have all bad ingredients. All right, watch out for carmine or cochineal or red dye number 40, especially in chewing gum, especially in brownie and cake boxes that people like to buy. Make your own stuff. All right, there are natural alternatives for all of that. And sodas. You want to get away from the sodas. Okay, phosphoric acid. That's not natural. Anything that mimics the natural remedies of this earth that we naturally need for our bodies, you want to avoid at all costs. Okay. There are substitutions for every single thing that you have an addiction to. But first, you have to deal with your inner self and come to realization of what your issue is and deal with it. You want to have to. Okay. We don't need to put on our boxing gloves and beat ourselves up. Okay. But we wanna surrender ourselves and give ourselves to the Most High above, and allow Him to work on us internally, so we can follow His way and we can practice the righteous acts. Okay, that's still to be. All I want to say is that be cautious and look out for yourself with the food and your family and loved ones. And please share if you like this message. And I will be back for my videos concerning you. And have a nice day. Shalom.